Hello, this is Japanese Economic Review Channel. Welcome to our briefing on Japan's June 2026 labor force survey. Today, we decode the structural transformations shaping Japan's economy. While the headline unemployment rate remains low, major changes in demographic participation, contract quality, and industry shifting are quietly rewriting the rules of our labor market. Let's analyze what lies beneath this apparent stability. Welcome to our briefing on Japan's June 2026 labor force survey. Today, we decode the structural transformations shaping Japan's economy. While the headline unemployment rate remains low, major changes in demographic participation, contract quality, and industry shifting are quietly rewriting the rules of our labor market. Let's analyze what lies beneath this apparent stability. Demographic rebalancing is the engine of this expansion. The male workforce remained nearly flat at 37.29 million, adding just 10,000 workers. Meanwhile, the female workforce surged by 160,000 to 31.61 million. In fact, women accounted for 94% of the year-over-year net employment gains. This highlights that Japan's workforce growth is almost entirely sustained by female labor participation. Looking at the 58.99 million non-executive employees, we see a steady structural upgrade. Regular employees rose by 210,000 to 37.41 million, making up 63.4% of the contract pool. Non-regular workers stand at 21.57 million. This sustained growth in regular contracts, now running for 32 consecutive months, counters any narrative of growing job precarity. Companies are securing permanent talent. While regular employment rises, non-regular employment remains substantial at 21.57 million. This pool is highly concentrated, with part-time workers at 10.62 million, arubaito at 4.84 million, and contract workers at 2.66 million. Notably, women represent 68% of this non-regular pool, totaling 14.69 million. This stark concentration highlights persistent gender-based segmentation in flexible work roles. A massive sectoral pivot is underway. Manufacturing aggressively absorbed labor, growing by 390,000 workers, followed by education at 170,000, and health and welfare at 160,000. Conversely, agriculture and forestry lost 160,000 workers, and professional/technical services dropped by 130,000. This shift marks a clear migration from primary and service roles into manufacturing and social infrastructure. Within the core working age group of 15 to 64, the overall employment rate stands at 80.7%. This strength is driven by a half-point surge in female participation, raising the female employment rate to 76.2%. Meanwhile, the male rate dipped slightly by 0.2 points to 85.0%. This context shows how the core engine of Japan's domestic economy is increasingly reliant on more active participation from women. At 2.5%, Japan remains at near full employment. The total pool of unemployed stands at 1.78 million, consisting of 990,000 men and 800,000 women. While this low headline rate suggests stability, it hides internal labor frictions. In order to sustain this baseline, we must look deeper into why individuals are entering or exiting unemployment, which we will examine next. Unemployment composition is shifting. Voluntary quits decreased by 40,000 to 750,000, showing slightly cooler career-switching momentum. In contrast, involuntary unemployment is rising. Layoffs due to employer convenience rose to 220,000, and retirement-driven transitions grew to 220,000. Additionally, new seekers rose to 480,000. This indicates corporate cost restructuring is pushing some workers out. Growth is not geographically uniform. In Q2 2026, northern and central areas experienced positive momentum, led by North Kanto/Koshin at plus 0.4 percentage points, followed by Hokuriku and Tokai at plus 0.2 points. Conversely, southern regions contracted, with Shikoku and Kyushu declining by 0.2 points. This spatial heat map reveals clear regional disparities beneath the national employment growth average. In synthesis, Japan's labor market is structurally upgrading. Beneath the stable 2.5% jobless rate are three core forces: demographic rebalancing through female participation, a quality upgrade with 32 months of regular employment growth, and a sectoral pivot into manufacturing and healthcare. Navigating these trends requires targeted reskilling, especially for seniors facing involuntary job shifts. Finally, let's look at the release schedule and contact information. The next preliminary results for July 2026 will be released on August 28th. For detailed data, historical tables, and official inquiries, you can access the Statistics Bureau website or the portal site of official statistics, eStat. Thank you for your active participation today, and I am now open to any questions you may have. Thank you for watching the Japanese Economic Review. We look forward to having you with us again.